Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, Tesla Model Y inventory is starting to spike back up. It seems like the incentives are not strong enough and people might be waiting. I guess there's like 3 reasons why people would not be wanting to buy a Tesla Model Y right now. It seems like all the other incentives are working. So if you're looking for a deal on other Model 3s or other models, then maybe the time won't be there for that, but maybe only the deal will be with a Model Y. I'll talk about that. Plus, I'll give you my prediction and what I think Tesla's going to be doing in Q4. But before we get into any of that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can schedule a phone call with me and get the ultimate Tesla buying guide. And today's stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So let's just jump into it. Here's our handy dandy favorite Tesla inventory chart that we have access to. You can see that Tesla Model Y inventory, the mustard yellow line, is increasing higher and higher and higher. It was at a pretty high level before, but it seems like the incentives are wearing off and Model Y inventory is increasing. It seems like Model 3 though, this pink line right here, actually is doing well. It's starting to trend downwards. So it seems like the 1.99 plus the Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, is working so that you can get a deal on a Tesla. All you have to do is click it open, then head on over and find an inventory discounted vehicle. And if you're looking for the best deals that we have found at the moment, definitely check out our spreadsheet. We put 3 Model Ys, and it's crazy to see that Model Y inventory is increasing because Model Y right now has, I guess, the better discounts than the Model 3 at almost $3,000 off. Model 3 only has a $2,000 off, around $1,800 to $2,000 off, and Model S and Model X, the old versions but are still new, have $9,500 discounts. And so certainly it is interesting to see that Model Y inventory is starting to go back upwards and starting to trend higher. And so I do expect some deals and more discounts coming very, very soon. And I actually think Tesla at this point, I used to think like maybe 0% was probably too out of reach or too far out, and I don't think they were going to do it, but I do think 0.99 could be making a comeback on the Model Y, because now Tesla is trying to do this weird strategy where they're starting to put different rates on different trims of vehicles. And so I don't even know if this is like even legal or not, but like sub trims as well, where you can do different rates across the board with them. I guess some of them are 1.99, but like performance is 2.49. I guess it's a different model at the end of the day, but it is kind of interesting to see different rates. And of course, they're changing terms and rates by, of course, the term, where if you do 0 down, then it's 2.49. So it's kind of convoluted. Like, of course, Tesla is more transparent and they show you all the numbers up front for the most part. But now it's like a puzzle, right? It's like a maze of like what rate, if I do 0, then I can get this rate. If I put 20%, then I can get a better rate at 1.99%. And so I do feel like this is one of my kind of just out of left field predictions, and I put a poll out there, and this is what the actual scenario might be. Quote, if Tesla offered 0% financing but required a larger down payment to qualify, I asked everybody in the community, what's the largest amount you'd be willing to put down as a minimum to qualify for 0%? Basically saying like, hey, if Tesla dangled 0% out in front of you, but they said, hey, we'll give you 0% financing, but you got to put like 50% down on the vehicle, would you do something like that? And an overwhelming majority said 11 to 20%, which is typically what you should be putting down on a vehicle anyway. And if you put 20% on a vehicle, you can get a current rate of 1.99. But I do feel like, what if Tesla, because right now at this level, Model 3 and Model Y, if you put down 20%, you can get 1.99. What if they say like, hey, if you put down 40%, we'll give you 0% financing? I feel like a lot of people, a lot of takers would be interested in that deal, because a lot of people are just after that elusive 0% financing rate. But one thing's for sure, I mean, there's a lot of things coming very, very soon for Tesla Model Y. And so this makes sense why Model Y inventory is the highest inventory for Tesla right now, because a lot of people are just waiting for that refresh Juniper vehicle, and they do not want the current deal right now, especially when you can see some of the prices between Model 3 and Model Y on the screen right here. You can see a lot of them are about very similar to the Model 3 counterpart. And so like even like the long range all-wheel drive, it's about the same price as a Model Y long range all-wheel drive. So unless you absolutely need the space, you should just get a new Model 3 because it's the latest and greatest technology. And maybe there's a lot of people that have like older Model 3s that are just jumping into a new Model 3, or a lot of people have like current Model Ys, and there's no point in them going down to a Model 3. They're just going to stay in with their current Model Y, and that could be why inventory for Model Y is going higher and higher. So one thing's for sure, we could see a better interest rate, more incentives for the Tesla Model Y, maybe even a way more favorable rate. And here's my prediction on the screen across all the different pillars that Tesla has discounted and incentivized in the past. I do think they're going to bring back some sort of supercharging incentive. Financing, I think they'll push it down to like 0% or 0.99%, definitely 1.99 as it exists right now. And I think leasing across the board will drop anywhere from $50 to $100 less than what it is currently. And I think inventory discounts will be coming back anywhere from maybe higher than $2,000, maybe even $5,000 to $8,000 for inventory demo discounts to just really try and clear out vehicles that are out there so they can push for the end of month sales. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Thank you for supporting. Thanks for dropping by. If you got any questions on buying a Tesla, drop it down in the live stream comments and we'd be happy to answer them for you. Actually, we've got 2 deals that we need to talk about. We might as well talk about it. One of our Patreon members scheduled a phone call and sent me 2 vehicles that they were interested in. And so let me just pull them up to see what are the deals and see if it's actually interesting or not. Shout out to Stefan for sending us these deals right here. And maybe you guys can help and comment as well. So the first one is 2023 Tesla Model Y Performance at $40,000. Okay, satin dark gray 3M tinted windows windshield. I mean, these are mods and modifications that you might be wanting to do on your own Tesla. For one thing for sure, I always get all my Teslas tinted, so this is a nice setup. White interior is also really nice. I've yet to have a Tesla vehicle that's white interior. I definitely think this is a good deal, but this is how I check if you're watching right now and interested in a used Tesla. What I go to this website called Car Buyer USA. I like to put in the value to figure out what a wholesale value for that vehicle might actually be. So it's a 2023 Tesla Model Y with 35,000 miles. Let's go ahead and throw it in. What I really like about Car Buyer USA is you don't have to fill out state or accidents or anything like that. You can just click a button like that and there you go. You can see what the price is for wholesale value. And I like to base my offer on this. So on this vehicle, I would probably start at around $33,000 to $34,000 as my offer price. And I think he's negotiating them down to $37,000. So maybe there's a little bit of room that they need to kind of work with to get that lower, but I would be a buyer at like $32,000, $33,000. Another tell from this would be that this vehicle was posted 3 weeks ago in Tampa, Florida. So I would definitely be willing to negotiate much more for this. This would be an interesting one for sure. This next one is a 2023 Tesla Model 3 performance sedan listed at $40,000 and wow, listed 20 weeks ago. So this person is probably way more desperate to sell, or maybe they're just not pressed to sell. So that could be a different motive here, but there's a lot more modifications on this. We can see like tinted windows, a rear lip, also tinted around on the windshield and the sides. That's kind of nice because that's something I would do already. It's got white leather seats. I like that. And it only has 13,000 miles on it. So we can do the same type of thing here. We can throw it in our Model 3 all-wheel drive or performance and put in 13,000 miles. That just sounds really low for that. And we got 33. So both of these vehicles, I would be okay at around $33,000 to $34,000, tops $35,000. And I think both of these, one of these he already negotiated down to $35,000 and the other one down to $37,000. So I would say the one of them I would be in at 33, and another one I would be in at $35,000 to be for these. So it's pretty interesting. And so kind of a benefit if you join the Patreon group down below in the description, you can send me deals and I'll give you my feedback on it to see where we're at with it and if I would buy that used Tesla or new Tesla for that. Raymond, I'm thinking on this. What do you think? Yeah, thanks for coming in, Raymond. How are you? Are you thinking on the vehicles that I just pulled up? That'd be crazy because one of our Patreon members sent it to us and we were just kind of taking a look at the deal. In this next topic, let's talk about the $7,500 federal tax credit, the Tesla one, and explain it. Still to this day, I still get some misconceptions out there. So let's just quickly run through it. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to buying a Tesla, we have a clear understanding. And so this is what sparked it. I got this comment today on one of my videos. I actually read all the comments on our videos. So if you've got something to, talk about, put it down in a comment. But this one right here. So XReed, thanks for posting this or commenting on this. Quote, few people qualify for the full $7,500 EV tax credit. Waste of time to even consider it for the average Tesla buyer. So that sounds like an old type of comment, an old way of thinking of what it was, because it used to be that the $7,500 federal tax credit, you had to make enough money or have enough tax liability. And it was like this whole mess where like you would file for your taxes next year and get it at that time and all this random stuff. Well, in 2024, they made it way easier. And now it's a point of sale discount. So when you go on Tesla's website and you actually see like all these different boxes that show that it could qualify for the vehicle, like especially a long range rear wheel drive, which I think personally is one of the better deals at the moment. You can see it's got a box that says $7,500 include the discount. You can actually look at the criteria and it simply just says this: you can make you can make as little money as you want, but you cannot make as more money than these thresholds right here. So first one is $150,000 if you're a single person, $225,000 if you're head of household, and $300,000 if you're married, coupled, filing jointly. And the key thing with this is actually based on your AGI or adjusted gross income. So if you've got ways to lower that, well, maybe we'll make a video separately on that. Or actually there's actually a full video on that on the channel if you want to look, type in like a workaround for that. There's a way to get a way to lower it for that. And so here are the vehicles that qualify, and it is simply put, once you do a self-certification on the Tesla backend, after you place your deposit on a Tesla, and of course, after you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, then you can get a quick and easy $7,500 federal tax credit that's removed off of the price of the vehicle. It's not lower sales tax, but it is lower financing and lower interesting. It is a lower financing, actually at least lower amount, because it's a $7,500 removal of that. So all you have to do is use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Click it open, let it load on your browser, then head on over to a Tesla inventory website, inventory vehicle like this one that has a $2,800 discount on that. And you can see it already gets this green check mark. So you get that extra $1,000 off. And then once you go into the back end of actually placing a deposit and doing the financing, which you should not do the financing unless you have the VIN for the vehicle and you're going to be taking delivery within that month, because financing doesn't last past 30 days and you might have to reapply again. But during this process, you actually get a self-certification tax form that says that you certify that you make less than these income limits and the vehicle qualifies, and then you on Tesla will be able to minus that full $7,500 right off of the price of the vehicle. And as long as you don't make more than these income limits, you will be fine when it comes to tax season. You can make as little as, I mean, you probably won't get approved for the vehicle, but you can really make any amounts of money. There's people that get it at $40,000 or $50,000 in terms of income limits or income that they make, and they get the full $7,500. And on top of that, there's plenty of other local and state level incentives as well. Here is a great website that I'll put in the live chat that's called Electric for All, that allows you to search based on your location for state level incentives and also certain utility level incentives as well. And there's a lot out there, and of course you've got to apply for these and go through the programs to try and get them. And on top of that, there's programs for electric vehicle charging stations as well. So there's a ton out there for sure. If you're in Southern California and you're watching this right now, I know a quarter of you are, definitely reach out to our friend Smart Plug EV. Hit up the owner Mario in the Southern California area. He's well versed in all the different programs that are out there, and I really like him because he is a Tesla authorized installer for the Tesla chargers. I like that because you get a longer warranty and it's trusted, and they've gone through the different certifications to make it Tesla authorized to get an install for the charger. And so if you're interested, hit up Mario and ask for the dentist deal so that he can hook you up and know where you're coming from. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Let's jump into the live stream comments. Audio or just me? Oh, I hope you can hear me. Damien, waiting on robotaxis, 28.8, no debt. That'd be nice to be able to put your car to work for sure. Pedro, the other day I noticed there was a demo Model Y Deep Blue price at $46,499 in Tesla website. It only had 39 miles, but it had some repairs done. I would say it's a decent deal as long as the repairs are not like over $4,000 to $5,000, because you can actually get the work order to see what they actually repaired on it. Pedro, do you expect more deals like this, or the end quarter is coming to an end? The vehicle was purchased after 2 hours. How much discount was it? Because that's the key thing. We're seeing discounts on Model Ys like $28,000 to $3,000 off. Jeff, thanks for coming in. We actually dropped by a Rivian store today and sat in an R1S. I mean, it's nice for sure. It actually is more luxury than Tesla. I'll give it that. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.